WMBX, WNEW, WPBZ, and HD Radio, Throwbacks 102.3, Joy 106.3, and 103.1 Buzz Light. Sierra in studio for part 2 of Sunday Magazine with special guest Emanuel Cook and Zach Nicholson, Foundation Manager for the Emanuel Cook Foundation. And we're also talking about LLS, the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. I know you're going to be doing a big charity event. And tell me a little bit about how you getting this event together and what you've been doing for it.
Well, it's a charity event where I'm going to have a few of my NFL friends and a bunch of family and friends come out and bowl, find a cure to fight blood cancer, and raise awareness in the community.
Okay, now you actually started this charity weekend for a specific person, is that true?
Yes, my best friend and high school teammate was diagnosed with leukemia in 2006 at the age of 17.
Wow.
And 6 months later, me and my best friend, we decided to come together with a weekend in his honor to raise money and awareness for leukemia.
Now, what I want to bring up also is that you're local. That this is a local, it hits home. You're from Riviera Beach, is that true?
Yes, I graduated from Palm Beach Gardens, 2006, 2005 state champs.
So tell me where you went from high school, so everybody gets your background.
I went to the University of South Carolina.
Okay.
Finished off in 3 years and went to play for the New York Jets, so I'm a New York Jet now.
Wonderful. So now you're doing it big, and you're making sure you didn't forget about your neighborhood and your community.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The community first, so I always start at home first, definitely.
Wonderful. So you're going to have this charity weekend going on. What's the dates and what's the times that everybody can be involved in the event?
Dates and time for the events are July 1st and July 2nd.
Okay.
July 1st, we're going to hunt at Duffy's, starting at 5 o'clock to close. We do have a printout on our website, which is on Facebook. Remember DeAndre Butler. There you can go ahead and print out a 10% coupon. With that coupon, you'll bring that in, and 10% of the proceeds will go to DeAndre Butler charity.
In the LLS.
In the LLS also.
All right, wonderful. And now the bowling part, is that going to be, where is that, Verde Lanes?
The bowling part is at Verde's Tropicana Lanes off of Belvedere.
I know exactly where. That's like kind of close to like Florida Mango?
Yeah, close to Florida Mango, exactly, right across the street from the airport. So just basically want everybody to come out, have a great time, We're gonna be out. We're gonna be out there from 3 to 6. Bring your families out. It's gonna be a good time.
It's for a good cause. That's the whole thing about it,
That's the number one thing, coming out, trying to find a cure for these blood cancers.
Wonderful. Let's give out a phone number if anybody wants to get some more information or even get registered. Do they have to pre-register?
You can pre-register at remember DeAndre Butler at gmail.com.
Okay.
Or you can find me on Facebook, Zach Nicholson. Or you can go ahead and
you can give a call. And want me to give out the phone number that you gave me?
You can go ahead and
917-407-4338 and get yourself pre-registered for the event. But you'll still take people walking in at the last minute, right?
Of course. You guys can come on in on Saturday, July 2nd. Walk in. We'll be there taking care of people, getting everybody signed up.
And this is also a family event, so bring the kids?
This is a family event. We want to see the kids.
They can learn how to bowl if they don't know yet. So
right, and we're going to have some special NFL guests for them to come out and meet.
Okay.
Bring the families. Everybody come out. Old people, young people. We want to see your faces.
So can we get some names of the other friends of the NFL?
We got Kenrick Ellis, third-round pick for the New York Jets.
Okay.
We got Abe Elam from the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
We got Preston Parker from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A couple local guys, and got some friends from college that are also coming down, and some other teammates. So
wonderful.
It's gonna be a good time, definitely.
Now, your friend, did he survive through the disease?
Unfortunately, he passed away 2 years later, and
he struggled for 2 years with it.
He battled it for 2 years, and so we decided to put this charity event in his honor.
So this is like a remembrance, a celebration of his life,
yep.
And to help those that are suffering with the illness now.
Definitely help the families that's coping with it, and make the facilities better and help find a cure.
Do you have some of the statistics on you, rough numbers of those that have been affected with LLS?
Well, every year is roughly 15,000 people.
Wow.
That are affected by some form of blood cancer.
And this is more of like a genetic thing. This is not like you can't catch cancer, and they don't know really where it comes from. It could be a genetic thing, but
I think it's actually you actually have cancer cells in you, and it's just how they spread.
And that's why it's important for folks also. We want to let them know that you need to go get your physical every year and get checked up, because if you catch it early, you have a better chance of surviving.
Definitely.
With any cancer.
eat healthy and just live a healthy lifestyle. Definitely.
They say that also. Well, you're saying eat healthy, exercise, all of that keeps those cells from mutating and spreading. Is that correct?
Definitely.
You know, the antioxidants you get out of vegetables and all that stuff, lifting weights, making your muscle healthy instead of having flab, that kind of stuff. Maybe you can give them even a couple of tips, because you said you work out a lot because you're always in shape. You're doing your thing on the field. And, you know, a lot of people are struggling with having extra pounds on them. What can you give them for advice to keep healthy?
Best thing to do is get an hour a day. An hour a day is the best way to start out, especially if you don't like to work out a lot. You can start out with a walk every day, or, you know, just start out gradually. Don't try to push yourself too hard.
July 1st and 2nd, Friday at Duffy's off of Village. It starts at 5 to close.
Okay.
Like I said, you'll have to bring in a printout that says that you're there for the event, so that 10% of the proceeds can go to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And then Saturday from 3 to 6 at Verdes Lane off of Belvedere, across the street from the airport. We'll be there bowling for a great cause. Come out, bring the families, bring your grandmas, your granddaddies. I want to see everybody.
The cousins, everybody. How can they get pre-registered? Give out the information as far as your website and your email address. Find you on Facebook, right?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Zach Nicholson, or remember DeAndre Butler at gmail.com. Remember DeAndre Butler at gmail.com.
And then 917-407-4338 also is a phone number that folks can call to get registered, to get information. That's 917-407-4338. And we're talking about DeAndre Butler. He went to Palm Beach Gardens High School with you, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, you guys went to high school together, is that true?
Yeah, we went to Palm Beach Gardens High School together. Both of us played on the 2005 state championship team at Palm Beach Gardens.
Wow.
So DeAndre was a stellar football player.
And I know there's been a lot of football players, you know, picked out of Palm Beach County that have gone on to the NFL, and, you know.
If he would have been, I know he would have been one of those guys. He was one of those guys. He was a beast on the field. And, you know, that's why we do what we do for him, because, you know, we owe this to him. DeAndre, he went through this sickness. You know, he didn't have any down days. You know, he was always ready to go.
No pun intended, because it's sports.
Right.
But yeah.
Regardless of what the situation was, you know, D, how you feeling today? Man, I'm good. You know, he just came from chemo, but you know, that's why we do it.
And chemo is something serious.
Chemo is something
Makes you
serious.
sick.
I mean, when he first was diagnosed, he went through chemo for 9 days straight, and it was, you know,
and he still played.
And he didn't play. He was in the hospital.
Okay.
He was in the hospital for about 10 days when he first found out, and that was in September of 2006. And then from there, he was homebound school.
And you guys knew him all through.
We knew him all
Did he
through.
just all of a sudden one day just not start feeling well? How does it, you know, how did it start with him?
Well, what happened was we graduated in 2006, and in the summer of 2006, he was starting football training, and we started to see like big black rings around his eyes. And like, D was wrong, and he was always like, man, I'm just tired. So eventually, you know, we got his grandfather to take him to the hospital, and then we found out one day I was at home. He called and told me, you know, I just found out I got leukemia. That was like one of the worst days of my life. But now I look at it now, you know, it's all right. You know, D, he went to a better place. You know, it was time for him to stop suffering.
And he's just one of many children or adolescents that are suffering from leukemia, because we see it all the time.
All the time. You know, we go ahead and we take trips to the hospital up at St. Mary's. You know, when he was there, we used to always see all the kids, you know, and those kids, they have a tough time and they fight hard. So, like I said, we owe this to him.
It's hard going through cancer at any age, but imagine being a child or an adolescent.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's a very tough thing. So, again, we want to get folks involved in the community. You guys are locals.
Yeah,
we want to get the locals to come out and participate in the big charity weekend. Again, give the information out.
July 1st and 2nd. July 1st, we're going to be at Duffy's. Celebrity meet and greet. We got Emanuel Cook, Kenrick Ellis, both of them are the New York Jets, Abe Elam of the Cleveland Browns, and Preston Parker of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They all going to be there signing autographs, just having a great time. Come out from 5 to close at Duffy's. And then Saturday, July 2nd, at Verdes Tropicana Lanes off of Belvedere and Florida Mango. That's where we're going to be at. DeAndre Butler charity Bowl-a-thon. That's where we're going to be. Okay. Come out, bring your grandparents, bring everybody. We want to see everybody's face come out and have a good time.
It's all in fun, and it's all for a good cause as well.
Exactly. It's for a great cause. All the proceeds are going to Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Palm Beach County.
All right. Let me give out the phone number for people to get information or if they have questions. That's 917-407-4338. And do you guys have any closing thoughts that you want to share with the community? This is your community, remember. Even though you're, in New York playing on the field and whatever, this is your community.
I want to say thanks for all the support and all the love that you all showed me, and definitely gonna try to bring a championship home to you and have this event every year for the community.
Is this the first year you guys are doing it?
This is actually the second year.
Second year, so this is the second annual, and you're gonna do it every year to remember DeAndre.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, you want to close with some thoughts, Zach?
Just basically, like I said, I want to see everybody come out, for a great cause. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, they work hard on what they do to try to get these families taken care of, who don't have the proper funding for treatment. So with that being said, it'll be a great cause for you to come out, support the second annual DeAndre Butler Charity Weekend, hosted by Emanuel of the New York Jets.
And again, it's July 1st and 2nd.
July 1st and 2nd.
Run it down again, just one more time.
July 1st and 2nd. July 1st, we're going to be at Duffy's Sports Bar and Grill off of Village. July 1st, from 5 to close.
Okay.
You have to bring in the 10% coupon that we have available on the Facebook, which is Remember DeAndre Butler.
And then they can also call the number to get information as well.
You can also call the number also.
917-407-4338. And thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you, Sierra.
All right.